Hello, we are just about to leave Junction Wharf where we've been staying for a few days. Normally it's only 24 hours here, but for a donation to the National Trust they kindly let us stay for a bit longer. But it's Easter Saturday today, it's heaving down here, it's lovely, everybody's out on the water on every kind of craft you can think of. And we're going to continue up to the Basingstoke. We still haven't heard that it's either open or closed. We've got 6 days to get there and it's only about 6 miles away. So we're just going to chug up to the next decent mooring. So hopefully it'll be a really nice one. I fancy doing a bit of swimming. Yeah, I can see them. Well, a bit amateur.
Nicely done.
Start of the season and the river's very busy. We're just getting used to each other all being out on it again, so we have to be really careful, make sure that everybody's out of the way before we plough through. It's very hard to stop a narrowboat very quickly, so we just have to float through them and keep a weather eye out.
Thank you.
Oh, it's tiny baby ducks.
That surely was tight.
Well, we were going to moor up here tonight, but we can't quite get her in close enough to the bank. I'm going to have a little walk up the path and see if there's something better. Okay, my love, I've got my phone.
Mine's on the boat.
Oh, there's a boat up there, so that might be hopeful. There's a lot of carnage from Storm Eunice as we go up the way. We've seen 12 trees down in the last couple of days. And in total, they had 56 trees down up the length of the river, which is about 20 miles. Whole row of trees gone down there. Still alive. Our plank of wood has become very slippery, so we had a few of these left over, which does the job nicely. And this is one of the new fish ladders that encourage the trout and the eel to come down. They've got staircase and brushes, all the things they like. We're just going through a flood lock now. This is how they manage the water on the way. So these are left open all the time, unless they need to be shut, which makes life nice and easy. Got tiles on the front of this boat. Easter Sunday, and we're moored up on these lovely water meadows. It's Paper Court. It's just above Paper Court Lock on the way in Arran. It's great here. There's a really nice area that everyone can use. I don't think they can build here because it's quite clearly a big floodplain. But for people who can't get to the beach, this is great. There's picnickers everywhere and people having barbecues, paddle boarding. I've been in for a swim, and because the river's quite low and there isn't a big flow on it, it's actually not that cold. More narrowboats coming in. It's just a lovely spot this. There's a pub round the corner. Fantastic place. This will go in my top 10 mooring spots, especially because you can swim here. And this is the last turf-sided lock on the Way Navigations. Quite an unusual thing. It's not a lock anymore these days, it's floodgates, so these are left open all the time, except in times when it's necessary to shut them. But yeah, a curious thing, turf-sided locks. It's rather splendid, isn't it? Well, it's now the day before we're due on the Basingstoke and we haven't heard anything different. So fingers crossed they've got the lock sorted and they've got enough water. Meanwhile, we are moored up at Purford, which is just a stone's throw from Wisley. So we're going to treat ourselves and go off to Wisley today, see all the cherry blossom. We're up and off at the crack of 7:30 this morning. We're due at Woodham Locks at 9:30 and it should take about an hour to get there. We're going slowly and we want to get there a bit early, have our breakfast. It's still quite cold first things in the morning, about 5 degrees this morning, but the sun's shining and it's going to be nice and warm later on. And we've got the adventures of the Basingstoke to look forward to. At the moment, we've got the M25 running along here. It's very loud, you can't hear it over the engine, but there's not many boats that stop down here. And then as we go onto the Basingstoke, we'll turn away from it. Junction's coming up now. Everything intersects here. Rail, road, and plenty of planes overhead. We've just spotted another boat up there, so we'll obviously be going up together. Do you want a coffee? Okay. Well, it looks like this is going to be very calm. Jeff is going to do the locks all on the left and we're going to go on the right, and Henry's going to help the lock keeper. How very pleasant. In a minute we're coming up to a row of the most extraordinary houseboats I've ever seen. They're not really boats. Well, we got the Woodham flight done and now we're on St John's, but we just got wedged in the lock gates with Devil's Elbow. Almost wasn't room for us to get in. I was a bit concerned that when the water came in we might get wedged coming up, but the lock gate walls go out as they come up, so we're okay. You can see there's absolutely no room down there. We two are one. Well, we've come out of the top lock of St John's and both of us have immediately run aground. And we're just having to wiggle around and float off where we can. And now Jeff is stuck completely across the canal and I'm going backwards. This is our last bit for the day. We've got about a mile to the last 3 locks and then we're stopping for the night. Jeff behind us keeps grounding, so we're going really slowly and keeping an eye on him. He's got a deeper draft than us, even though it's a smaller boat. But this whole canal is down by about 4 inches, which when it's a low canal makes a huge difference, and we can feel stuff scraping underneath all the time. But hopefully if we keep on like this we'll make it. We have to get through these next 3 locks because we're due at deep cut tomorrow morning at 9 and we don't want to be faffing around worrying about this in the morning, so just a bit further to go. Turns out that lock is shut till 9 in the morning, so we've got to reverse back down to a mooring spot and we're grounded. Well, that is it for the day and for this video. Got down here eventually and we've had to tie up next to Jeff because there really is nowhere to moor. And now we need a pint. So that's it for this video. See you on the next one when hopefully we'll be up at deep cut. Bye for now.